I don't think I've watched sports in probably about 2 weeks or so.
Okay. We thought you were talking about in general.
I think you guys know what's on my mind right now. Hello, darkness,
yeah.
my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Mayo getting fired.
No.
OJ Mayo getting
Jayson Tatum just tore his Achilles. You know what? If I could
there she is.
take out my Achilles right now and give it to him, and you could say that and you have to rip it from me, all the pain, and give it to him and he can play, I'd be all in on that. Just to be able to say I have part of me inside of Jayson Tatum.
All that for them to lose Game 6.
I mean, we're only losing by 1 right now, but it's, the Knicks were just playing better. Actually, it's tied now. Fuck you.
Losing by 1 is probably good for you. If you were going to say you were up by 15,
yeah.
I'd be like,
they were just better, especially in the second half. They were just better.
Fourth quarter
That's the way it goes.
of that game, I swear to you, the Knicks did not miss. They probably did, but at the same time, they didn't.
They might be the most clutch team I've ever seen in my life. The biggest problem, at least I saw at the Celtics, is for some reason, as soon as we got to the fourth, it was, we are not going to move the ball anymore. We are going to try to play straight ISO ball. It was awful. The ISO ball has not worked except for when Tatum went off a couple times. He's the only one who should be allowed to go ISO. Everybody, and even then, once he started missing. And turnovers got bad because then we tried to force stuff when we were moving the ball. It was rough. I hate the Knicks with every little fiber in my body. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Celtics in 7. Also, Kristaps Porzingis has been dog shit dookie. He's been the... Oh, you know what? Also, I have more things to add about the Celtics. We're going to lose a huge piece this year. We're so deep into the luxury tax, we're going to lose a huge piece. And I don't know who it's going to be. The easiest way to do it is Jaylen Brown, because he has the contract right. We're not dumping Tatum, and he has the contract right there where you're gonna get the most bang for your buck. Whatever the vice versa is for getting rid of it, we're gonna have to dump somebody.
I got a good quiz,
and it's gonna be probably him.
Don't tell us yet though, because I don't want to start thinking of answers yet.
It's probably gonna be Jaylen Brown.
That's sad.
I don't know. I think Jaylen Brown's pretty secure. Fuck. Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up, bitch.
You're not part of this podcast.
Boys are talking.
Siri.
Put on the side by side with the Panthers Leafs game.
Ooh,
Good call,
dude.
good call.
That fucking brawl at the end of
Yeah, first fight of the playoffs.
dude, that shit.
Trent Frederick, former Bruin.
Dude, that shit was sick.
Was that because of that one hit?
I didn't watch the end of the game.
I don't know.
I just saw the highlight of
That
the.
last,
I just saw the highlight of the.
minutes.
I can't believe that was the first fight of the playoffs, round 2.
Really? I didn't even know we were in round 2. Honestly, I didn't know hockey playoffs were going on until I was sitting at a bar in Colorado. And he was like, he's going to get another fucking ring. And I forget what we were talking about. And then I just saw somebody get smacked up against the boards. And there was just a brawl. It was beautiful.
I'm guessing they're talking about the Knights because the Knights.
No, it was Florida versus...
Knights didn't win.
Oh, I think about the Knights-Oilers game.
Didn't
won.
No, Florida.
Did they? Wait. Oh no, they did.
Yeah.
There was a few fights. There had to be.
Well, it was the first fight where they dropped the gloves.
No,
was
I'm talking
Knights-Oilers.
They were up against the fucking boards. There was 6 of them.
Oh, was it just
on each
That's
other?
just hockey.
That's just how. Were their gloves still on?
Who did the Knights beat?
They were
when
throwing punches.
Was their gloves still on?
I don't know.
Then it's technically not a fight.
No, that was a fucking brawl.
Remind me, who did the Knights beat?
Columbus,
When they won the-
St. Louis.
When they won the Stanley
Oh,
Cup.
because isn't St. Louis also in the West?
I don't know.
Yeah, they are also.
They would have to be, 'cause
Who won
Chicago-
when they won the Stanley Cup?
Yeah. Who did they beat?
Boston.
No,
No, because Boston lost to
Toronto.
St. Louis.
no.
They
Toronto
won it
didn't
their
make the
first
Stanley
year.
Cup.
Or their second year.
They won it their second year.
Third.
I was cheering for
No,
Third year. Actually, he's right.
Okay, because they went to it their first year and lost.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I remember. I cannot remember who they. I would not know who.
So how
they
about you
beat
just shut the fuck up, Evan?
I'm just asking.
I know, that was rude. I'm sorry.
Florida Panthers
Oh, okay.
2 years ago.
See, I knew it
Panthers
was one
really
of.
been like that.
I
And the
knew it
Panthers
was one
won
of the
last-
NHL teams.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
It was one of them.
You're right there.
Just kept naming Western Conference teams.
But back to the Celtics and losing someone. That's just crazy because, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they would have to be paying both Tatum and Brown, but
a shit
I mean,
ton.
Well, then you
then
gotta think
Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis, they're both. Al Horford's getting. I think he took a tiny pay cut, but it's the same thing. Like
To the NBA,
they're all
decent little.
they're all max contracts because they've all been NBA or all NBA. So they're all getting max contracts.
Wait,
They're not all getting.
you're telling me Derek White was all NBA?
Or you can not the because there's a super max is all NBA. So whatever you have to do all star to get the max.
You're telling me Derek White was an all star?
Yes, pretty sure. Or he won something. You have to win something.
He's not eligible for a max.
Pretty
There's no way. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to use this to hate on Derek White. Like
he's so fucking good.
No, he is exactly the type of player you need and should want if you're serious about contending for a championship. But I would not be giving him a max contract anytime soon. And that's part of it.
4 years, $125 million.
I don't know about that.
So whatever that is, that's $33 million, $35 million a year.
But that's the thing that like I get wanting to get paid what you feel you're worth and everything, and good for you on that. But I feel like the whole point of guys like Derek White is that you're making the plays that you are at the price
Dude, he's monster. He's a
no,
monster.
he is, yeah. But like you need guys like him to kind of like
He also has 19 and a half.
like when Caruso was on the Bulls. Like not that the Bulls were contending or anything. I know.
Compare.
No, I know. Okay, but I'm saying like
Derek White has been exponentially better than anything else Chris has ever done.
I'm just using like a different player who was like
Derek White's ass.
It's a crazy statement.
Or
If he so asked, then why do I have a T-shirt with his giant face on?
I think I'm better.
Think you're better than Derek White?
Yeah.
I can see that.
At being fat.
You're old. Hey. You know who else has a giant T-shirt?
Another little clip for mom to share on Facebook.
Yeah.
And say you think these two are brothers?
My boys.
Excuse their language.
Nothing has changed. No, I posted the reel of Justin roasting Ethan for fantasy sports, and someone commented and she'd be like, "Why do you have to do him like that?" I'm like, I commented back, I'm like, they're brothers.
It's a random person?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, the fans.
Let's
go
roast that
crazy.
guy now. Fuck that guy. Why not, dude? Your friends are the best people, even brothers, best people to fucking make fun of.
Oh wait, before I forget, can I give a quick shout out real quick?
No.
Unless you have more of what's in your
No.
I was also gonna say that Kristaps are just crazy how much NBA players make. You guys know who Victor Holland is? I think his first name's Victor.
Erling Haaland. Victor Holland.
Is that the tennis
What
player?
did you just say?
Wait,
Victor Hovland is
Hovland?
a golfer.
That's what I was thinking of.
Erling Haaland is a soccer player.
Okay, I don't care
I
about
was gonna
that
say,
lame ass sport.
Like, you're telling me one of these two is supposed to be an NBA player? I'm
the
like,
only
no.
the only soccer player I care about is Captain America, who's my pro clubs player in FIFA. But so
Terrible name.
Erling Haaland, where the fuck his name is, I don't know, top 5 soccer player in the world right now.
Number one.
So he makes the exact same amount as Kristaps Porzingis, just to tell you how crazy NBA money is.
He plays in a fuck ass league though.
In the Premier League.
Yeah,
Oh, that dude
they
got,
don't
like,
make
punched in the
nearly as
throat.
much as La Liga, Series A, all that shit. Those guys all make more.
Insane.
It's because it's all about how willing your fucking government and big corporations are willing to shell out in that country.
You know what's so bad with soccer is
I mean, that was just salary. Erling Haaland's a fucking
Tell me that's not a fight.
multi-millionaire.
What?
Just punch him in the fucking face.
Yeah, that's not.
It's
It's not even a penalty.
It's not technically a fight in hockey.
Wait, are you asking like you're telling me like that's not a reason to fight?
No, he's trying to
that-
say that there was a fight. I was arguing something else, saying that there was only been one fight so far.
If there's 6 dudes with gloves on against the boards, just hypothetically outside of hockey.
That's just a scrum, dude.
Maybe it's we do
you have
that.
5
Maybe it's
apples-
we literally do
But
that
then they're
playing hockey.
punching each other.
That's called a scrum.
They're pushing each other in the
Yeah,
back.
right.
Dude, they got those big ass gloves on, dude. The worst part about that
They're
fight
not
is that
really
the gloves
punching.
stink.
They're not
I mean,
punching.
and also like I know like
They're throwing them, but they're not punching. Like throwing gloves.
like
They're open hands, dude.
I don't want this to say
That's protecting.
I don't want this to sound like hockey players are afraid of getting like like in trouble, like the 5-minute penalty or whatever. But I feel like for playoffs, I feel like they're definitely a little bit more. If you're gonna fight and if you're gonna have to sit out for 5 minutes, it's like it's got to be worth it. I'm not just gonna do it just to even
Duh.
just like you don't even really need it to like get your team energized. It's the playoffs. Like you're already
the playoffs. They're
already
also,
juiced.
They're way more chippy. The hits double in the playoffs. Like refs let them play through anything.
So you're already getting
like refs have straight up said we do not want to dictate this game in any way. We only call it when it's blatantly bad.
Dude, the other refs from other leagues need to like go to a seminar that's ran by NHL.
And they NHL refs have so much control too. They're like, if it didn't influence the play or impact anything, they won't call that shit.
That
like
is the
they're like,
greatest
okay,
thing.
like yeah, sure, you got tripped, buddy. You're fucking 15 feet from the play, 20 feet from the play. Your team's not in the offensive zone. I don't give a fuck.
Like I know it's harder to like have that discretion for like football because like you can only say like, okay, well, what if if the receiver got free, like maybe the quarterback would have looked his way. I don't know, but I feel like there's a lot of times where a penalty gets called like in an NFL game, and you're like, it didn't
impact the play at all.
Yeah,
like when it's a holding call and it's like the dude's
30 yards.
Yeah, it's like the dude's just trying to get a little extra effort in.
I've always said that you should not be able to get holding or block in the back when you are behind the ball.
Yeah,
like if you know what I'm saying. Like if the running back is past you. Maybe a yard or something.
I'd say a few yards because there are times where motherfuckers get hawked down from the opposite side.
That's true. I mean, obviously, and it can't be blatant, but I'm saying like let that shit go. Like,
I agree.
If somebody's literally like they're like, oh, he's past you, I'm just gonna grab onto your jersey now.
and at least
Still call that,
or at least like coming to like your little ref like circle or whatever and be like, hey, I saw this on whatever play, and like the crew chief should be like, that didn't have any effect on the play. We're picking up the flag.
what was your shout out?
So, quick shout out to Blessed Cuts and Danny. The lead. I guess you could call him like I'm pretty sure he's like the owner, founder, or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
Shout out with that cut.
Don't even try to hate on this. This looks
look
good.
good.
I'm usually,
I'm kidding,
I'm usually
buddy.
pretty modest, but
You
this looks good.
somehow
But
made Evan
also-
look
Let me
good.
fix you real quick.
Did they put some of that Gorilla Jam in there? That Gorilla Glue?
Dude, you-
Good stuff.
No, that was only when my hair was long and you needed to hold it down from puffing. Yeah, no, there was definitely some like illegal glue in there. But shout out to him
Red
for
40 glue.
It's the
for yet
forbidden
another
glue.
good haircut. But also what?
It's the forbidden glue.
Come, he's talking about cum.
Oh,
Nut cheeks.
sorry, I'm a little slow. Hey. But yeah,
pus.
shout out to Blessed Cuts. If you're in like the Walworth County area and you for whatever reason want to like actually get like a good barber experience.
Is he a sponsor?
Huh?
Is he a sponsor?
How much is he?
No, I just told him I'd give him a shot. Or actually, not necessarily a sponsor, but he actually did do something really nice. I wasn't sure if I was gonna bring it up or not, but so you guys know my mom is dealing with cancer again. There's like a GoFundMe going around. He generously gave me like a little bit of money to throw towards her way or whatever. So I was like, all right, I'll give you a shout out for that. Like
So it's a
that.
free haircut.
No, because with him, like if you book online or whatever, you pay in advance. So this thing's been paid for like the past like 3 weeks. But
What a guy.
yeah,
Shout out Dave.
Who, was he your class?
Great above me.
Great above.
Great guy though. He's in my first ever Dynasty football league.
Andy,
Not the one that I'm in?
No.
That I took it? No.
Andy's
even
Oh yeah, no, the one you took over, Ben
Bucky's spot?
Andy's kind of a casual fan. Like he said, he's seen like our like TikToks and stuff of like the podcast, and he enjoys it. So shout out to him for that. So yeah, if you're in the Walworth County area and you want a good barber experience, hit up Blessed Cuts. Yeah,
All right.
but
Who's got something pressing on their mind right now besides me? Besides I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to get flagged on
I feel like I had
social media.
I got some.
I feel like I had something. I do
He
have
said
some.
he's got something.
All right, go ahead.
Anthony Volpe.
Oh, wait.
I'm sorry. I wrote you off. But if you're the best defensive shortstop in the MLB and you can keep an above 750 OPS, give that man a lifetime contract. And I say that completely serious.
Isn't this like the first year he's like
Been good at hitting? Yes.
I thought you
like-
said he had a decent rookie season.
He
it
did.
wasn't that long though?
No, it was long.
Was it?
He played 162 games.
I'm sorry. I always think rookie
He had a
seasons are when
2020.
they
He had
first
a
get there.
2020 year and won a Gold Glove. So for a fucking rookie year, pretty damn good. But his stats are like shit. Like his OPS has always been like mid 600s.
Which is tough for a shortstop because like it's so like some players, some shortstops like that.
His on base percentage sucks too.
Okay, that.
What is it?
Because shorts.
His first 2 years was below 300 both times.
Oh my god!
Like shortstop is so like flip flop or whatever of like if it's a power position or if it's just a speedy athletic guy that you just need to be your leadoff hitter and get on base.
Yeah.
So
That's what we were hoping for. I mean, it looks like he'll be a career 5 to 9 hitter, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Dude, I don't.
Guys like Robinson, Cano, and Hideki Matsui made 10+ year career.
I feel like
5 hitters.
shortstops
because they were on the
second-
Yankees in those lineups. Any other team like
Robinson, Cano bounced around a lot, and he was never a team's best player.
no, not necessarily best player, but like once Robinson Cano got to the Mariners, he definitely became number
Nothing.
3 or 4 hitter. He was still good on the Mariners. Come on now, we're not gonna just. Robinson Cano had a very long career even after he was on the Yankees.
I'm not going to argue what the fucking Mariners lineups were back then because I don't know.
They were fucking
main
brutally
point is-
terrible.
Okay, so
That was
even-
Felix
yeah,
Hernandez perfect game, like a 1-0 game era.
Luke Voit also batted top 3 on the Pirates, so.
But no, I'm saying like at the height of their career or Yankee careers, if they happened to be on a different team, I think there were a lot of other teams who gladly would have put them at the 3
Fuck
hole.
me. Fuck my point, bro. I'm
You know
a
what?
fucking
Okay,
piece of
no,
shit.
I was about to say. I will say about
I'm
the.
saying Volpe being like in the 5 hole on the current Yankees teams versus Cano being on and Hideki Matsui being in the 5 hole on those Yankees teams.
That was
are
a
two very
different.
different things.
It was such a different
Yankees
time.
top-
That's
four.
what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Current Yankees
Okay.
top 4 is kind of dirty.
I will.
I'm not saying it isn't, but
I will say too that I don't know like all the teams right now. Like I said, I only pay attention really to the AL East and Milwaukee and whatnot. But I feel like shortstop and second baseman right now, it's so hard to get a guy that can do it both ways.
It's bad.
And like you said,
Torres.
I grew up with people that could play that or like thinking about shortstop, second baseman. If you were bad at one thing, you were really fucking good at the other two things. Like, and especially
Corey
when it comes to Corey Seager. Well, he's terrible at fielding, but he's an incredible hitter.
There was a time he wasn't a terrible fielder.
When he was a child.
when he was younger and like he had a little bit more legs under it, but like
He's slow as dirt now. He can't react
he
to
doesn't
anything.
really have a cannon.
And
We're talking about Corey Seager, not Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers doesn't even play the field anymore, so there's no way to even tell, actually. He could have gotten better, and we don't know it. Oh, no, did you see his shit get lost in translation again?
Yeah.
Dude, we need a new translator,
I said
dude.
this before the season
We need a
started.
new translator.
The Red Sox translator is awful at his job.
Dude, all he was...
Absolutely awful
All
at his
Rafi,
job.
like, so before the season, he was just saying, like, I play third base. Like, I'm not going to play anywhere else. I don't want to play DH. Like, I get it. You want to play third base. All right. It wasn't aggressive. And now they were asking him because, like, the team asked him to, like, play first, basically. And he was like, I mean, maybe he was a little annoyed, but it's like, no, like, now I'm a DH. Like, I'm not playing. I don't play first. Like, I don't play anywhere else. Like, and it's like, I mean, and also part of it was like, I think he was trying to say that you can't just have me play DH and toss me out there. And like, I think people took it as more like a petty way, but he was basically saying like, it's fucking harder than you think. I've been doing nothing out here.
Well, 'cause
and now you're going to try. Yeah. You're going to try and toss me in at first base. Like, I can't do that.
But I I guess like devil's advocate, I think the reason why there's any drama at all, even though people obviously know that the first one got lost in translation, is like I think
Fight.
I think if a reporter asks a player
Kiss
like,
him.
are you willing to do something like that would obviously be beneficial to your team? If your answer is anything but yes, I'll do whatever is asked of me, then people are gonna spin it.
Yeah. They'll rip you.
Yeah, and obviously, especially if translation's kind of iffy.
Rafi won AL Player of the Week, by the way.
Yeah.
He's back.
Oh, Judge just felt bad for the little fucking fat fuck.
Dude,
Here you go, Rafi.
you know what makes me so mad was when they say when anybody calls Rafael Devers the babyface assassin, which I only really
That's
hear
an
in the
MLB
show.
thing.
It was a thing when he was like when he
He still
first
looks
got
like
to
a
the league. Well, because it was a great team and he was 18 years old and it was a World Series team and like
For a 30-plus-year-old man,
And
he still looks like a little
he does.
kid.
Well, he's 26, same age as me.
Oh, really?
It's because that little.
He was 18 when he was on that World Series team. It feels like he's been in the league forever.
It's because that little lipper he's always got in.
Crazy that at 26.
He almost has a huge chaw in.
Crazy
No, that's
that
what I'm
at
saying, like,
26,
it
he's
gives
gotten
that, like,
so
baby
fucking
fat.
fat and slow, he can't play the field at 26.
Dude, they don't train speed in the Dominican, all right? At least not anymore.
No,
Looking back though, like I never would have guessed that he would have been the one like still sticking around. But we don't have to get into that. I know it's only gonna make you cry.
Last World Series player.
Yeah.
Devers is the last Red Sox player from the 2018 World Series.
Does it blow your mind that Kyle Schwarber is the best player from that Cubs World Series?
Absolutely. Yes and no.
I saw a MVP push for him on Twitter today, like a whole thread lining MVP.
I was looking
because he's not a good enough.
I was looking at his stats, and the hit streak is cool and all, but he still does not have a top 5 OPS in the MLB.
Is his WAR still hilarious?
He's not.
Well, he does, I don't even know if he plays defense anymore. I think he's full-time DH.
He's full-time DH.
I thought I saw him.
According to my fantasy team, because I have him, he's DH only. But crap,
I don't think
it does, but it
doesn't
doesn't
be able to win an MVP as a DH only unless you lead the league in like everything.
You have to triple crown it basically.
Yeah. It's funny because I don't know. Looking back, I remember in 2021, I was at least hoping, and man, like this was like freezing cold takes exposed. I remember saying that of all the players that they were about to trade away, I was like, at least keep Chris Bryant. Don't trade Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant is like, I don't know. The only reason he's going to be in the league going forward is just because he's owed so much money. But yeah, Chris Bryant's pretty much like out of the league.
The Rockies being asked is so helpful to keep him in the MLB.
Yeah, what do they have 7 wins right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God. Fabe, how you feel about the Dodgers right now, man?
I don't think I've watched sports in probably about 2 weeks or so.
Okay. We thought you were talking about in general.
Probably.
Basically, that's a very long time for me to go without watching any sports.
I watched Kiki Hernandez.
I turn something on every night.
What? No, dude. I was out in the woods for a little bit of desert.
Kike?
Kike Hernandez. No,
Yeah, you were showing me some Kike
Hernandez. I saw him pitch. It reminded me of when I pitched in my younger days.
Crazy fun fact, I was at a JV game when Fabius went into pitch.
And shout out to Brody Cunningham. It's his fault that I ended up giving up 15 runs.
Same thing happened to me when I was pitching on JV.
Dude, that damn they're not pop flies, but fuck, dude. Anything that was in the air or on the ground, it was all Brody's fault. So shout out to you.
Hey, no earned runs charges him then.
No, it was. I still had 11. I think I walked probably 12.
That was still like the most fun year I've had playing baseball was that JV year. That was funny as fuck. It was like the Bad News Bears, but there was no inspirational moment. It just stayed the Bad News Bears.
I remember just being out. It was just cold as shit, fucking 32 degrees.
Playing in full jacket.
Like, come on. Felt like I was dying out
Who
there.
starts a baseball game in Wisconsin in fucking April? Like, that shit is freezing, dude.
I mean, because we have those second winners.
I'll
in March.
play through winter, dude.
true.
Fuck that. That shit was cold. Trying to pitch in that weather, dude. Couldn't feel your fingertips.
I remember every time.
That's why we're getting up on the runs. Can't feel our fingertips.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was pretty warm that day. I don't know. It was a bad day. First time pitching in a while. I don't know why I didn't get pulled sooner. I don't even know what happened.
I remember
we talked about this last time. You know, gotta work.
Yeah,
the mechanics. Gotta work.
I remember Mark Lee let me go 138 pitches one time. That was fucking crazy.
I did 138 in one inning.
and we wonder why. And that's just like
that was a 7 inning game.
And that's just you two guys. Like, you know, you're not full time pitchers. And we wonder why guys get to that major league level, and it's very rare for them to actually be able to go 9 innings.
I saw someone say there's never going to be a 300 game winner ever again.
Nope.
That's, I don't know. I haven't looked enough at the stats, but I saw it.
That's because everyone wants to throw too hard.
Yeah, everyone's throwing 102.
Because one thing I will say in defense is, as you know, I've umpired a lot of games. One thing I've realized is a lot of people like to be coaches overthrow kids. In travel baseball, good coaches don't overthrow kids.
Yeah, I even had a coach tell me that.
The true pitchers where coaches know they have a chance to play like Division I, they are throwing at the most 40, 50 pitches a game.
Hey, look into Jacob deGrom's coach. He's like, dude, this guy's going to be such a Hall of Fame pitcher. I got to put him at shortstop.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Same with Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens started at Air Force in the infield. Or catcher. Still the infield.
Yeah.
First baseman's like, all right, I'm tired of catching balls from this guy.
Hey, how do you feel about, speaking of other Cubs, though, how do you feel about Javier Baez all of a sudden being a monster?
So happy.
Just hit a walk-off 3-run bomb on the Red Sox yesterday. That was stupid.
So not only happy for him, but happy for my fantasy
I don't
team
know
because
how
I picked
often
him
you
up.
guys get Jake texts, but Jake has texted me 2 straight days now. This is crazy. Because the fucking Tigers beat the Red Sox days in a row.
I
I like to check his location sometimes just to see what part of LA he's in.
I get texts from Jake probably once or twice a year, and each time I do, it's like Christmas.
He always says happy birthday.
What a guy.
I'm good for at least one a
No,
year.
yeah, exactly. It's always like happy birthday or something, Bears versus Lions related. He'll like randomly, like a week before the game, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in Chicago. You want to go to the game?" I'm
No,
like,
he always
Jake, we have to
texts
plan
me.
these things.
He always texts me during Tigers Yankees. Oh, anytime they play, he texts me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he texted me. So he texted me Monday, and he said, "Why is Al's old ass still playing?" That was the random text.
That, dude.
And then he texted me yesterday and said,
Only
"The
player I know
comeback
on
of
the court
Javi
right
is
now because
wild."
He's been there for 30 years.
No, yeah, but no, to
I'm
answer
pretty sure Al Horford has his age is the same number as his jersey number, 42.
No, that I always thought that was funny because Mariano Rivera had 42 before they.
Oh yeah, they let him wear it until he finished or whatever.
And honestly, he's probably he's definitely the only one that made sense for.
Speaking of Jackie Robinson, do you guys think it's funny that we can still call it the Negro Leagues?
Oh, hold on.
It's just funny to
It's a
me.
universal term.
Because if you say it without the word league right after it, it's not very approved
Over
of.
here, Negro. Here you go.
You, but if you tell someone they belong in the Negro League, then it's okay.
Oh wait,
Yeah, there is no
it's
Negro
not.
League.
That's not
It's not the same.
this might be repeating
Close.
what you just said, but were you saying because one of the nicknames for it will be like, oh yeah, he got called up to the majors. Oh, he got called up to the Negroes.
I did hear about that, but that wasn't. No, I had an independent thought. That's a good way to think about
Dude,
it.
that little pause, I'm like, wow, that was.
I cannot wait to fucking later tonight get that clip of you saying Negro and just fucking blast you.
Just the one.
Hello, Scott.
I wish
Kunis.
Vine was still here so we could just have that one little recording just on loop over and over again.
Put it in one of those yellow paper bags. Cassette
Put
tape.
it in the soundboard.
Secret.
Yeah, there we go.
But no. Before I forget, can I do my what's on your mind? I finally just remembered what I wanted to say.
I'd love for you to do your
I'd love for you to do that as well.
Okay,
On your mind.
so
29 minutes I've been waiting.
Get out with
yesterday afternoon we learned that Rob Manfred reinstated Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson. Holy crap, the Panthers are just crapping on the Leafs. Anyway,
Fuck Canada.
Rob Manfred reinstated Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson, and I feel like we obviously all agree Pete Rose deserves to be in 4,000 hits, like blah blah blah. He only bet on his team to win, so it's not like he was throwing games. But I am far more passionate and have so much more to say about Shoeless Joe Jackson. Put him in the Hall of Fame yesterday. I've been saying this ever since I was 9 years old,
Dude,
and I wrote
anybody
and I read.
who played before black people were allowed, I
Hold
don't give a
on,
fuck
I am not
about.
finished. I am not
Don't give
finished.
a fuck about.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Oh my god.
Okay, I've been saying this since I was 9 years old, and I read. Obviously, it was fictional.
Didn't
Like,
that
it was a
guy
kid's
in the,
book.
didn't he die in the 20s?
No, he played in the Black Sox scandal was in 1919.
That's still.
Back then, your life wasn't long. He might have
That
died.
was World War One, dude. That was during World. No, World War One was 1908.
Okay. Anyway, again, I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
Let a
Here-
white boy have his moment.
Right.
Here's my justification for it all. Obviously, he has the numbers that are Hall of Fame worthy, but as far as like the scandal and whatnot, first off, he was illiterate. It was easy as heck for them to trick him into signing. Literally, he first off, he didn't even sign anything. He literally just put a mark because he didn't know how to write his own freaking name. Second off, even if
Didn't know how to tie his shoes either.
Or sorry. Second off, do you know what he hit in the World Series?
375.
390.
I don't give a fuck.
Does that sound like does that sound like the
don't
stat
give a
line of a guy who was trying to throw the World Series?
Evan.
And third, even if he was
we're
trying,
talking about that.
Hold on. Third, even if he was trying to throw the series, you're telling me you're that good that 390 is you playing bad and intentionally trying to lose? Put him in the Hall of Fame for that. If that's the case.
Here's what I gotta say, Evan. I don't fucking care.
I know that's fine. You don't have to care, but it's what's on my mind.
19.
We need two
I
different.
don't care.
All right, here we
It
need.
matters.
That was over
I have a
100
solution.
matters.
I have
years
a
ago.
solution.
I agree.
The pre-Jackie Robinson Hall of Fame and the post-Jackie Robinson Hall
Yeah,
of
because
Fame.
Josh Gibson
Let's
should not
get
be on
that
all
going.
these fucking record
No,
lists.
I completely agree. I
Yeah, he
completely
should
agree
not
that
at
he
all.
should have been.
The
I
Negro
will sit
Leagues
here
was
till I'm
not
blue in the face
that
and say
good.
that Josh Gibson
Neither was the
is
Majors
probably
back.
the greatest catcher of all time.
No, but
And
they weren't that good still.
who? Josh Gibson? Or
Just the Negro Leagues. Like
They
it
had
was
women
a
playing.
very steep drop off, and it
There
was
was women in that league.
it was mainly because like they didn't have like they didn't have the access to training and stuff, so it was literally just like
Well, they
purely
kind of had to
natural
let him in 'cause
talent.
it's like, oh no, you can't play your woman or whatever. It's like, but we're discriminating. We're discriminating. Like it's a domino effect. But it's funny. I was actually asking my brother because like you guys obviously know I'm a huge Jersey whore. But
You like New Jersey that much?
It's a
oh, yeah.
Jersey thing.
Oh yeah.
It's a Jersey.
Snooky.
You want smush smush. but no. For his birthday, I got my brother a Josh Gibson jersey, and I was like, when I was shopping for it, I'm like, dude, I would love like a couple like Negro League jerseys, but I'm like, yeah, Josh Gibson, yeah. They have 'em on Amazon for like $20 to $30. Like you don't even have to go DH. So that's what's on my mind. Put Shoeless Joe Jackson in the Hall of Fame. He is innocent. That man literally just lived and breathed baseball. He couldn't even read, couldn't even write, but he could hit a ball.
He widowy just whipped and weaved baseball.
And also, side note, Cubs have like 3 or 4 Hall of Famers whose numbers they need to retire from those days too. And yeah,
Pre-Jackie Robinson numbers should not be retired.
Bonds belongs in the Hall of Fame.
yes,
Yes.
And that's all I got to say about that.
That fucker was so good. I love him
He
so
had one
much.
fucking stat is like if you took away all of his MVP years, or his MVP seasons.
Or sorry, go ahead.
Is that right?
You might be
I
pointing
know
out a
a
different.
few of the
I know
stats.
like I know like what you're like gonna say, but I don't know if I've heard this stat. So go ahead.
It said if you took away, he had 7, right? 7 like All-Star MVP seasons, whatever.
I don't know if he had 7 MVPs. Let me pull up a
Yeah,
little
pull it up
baseball
real quick
reference.
before I continue that.
All right,
so
you
I
want-
can say it correctly.
Well, let me say another really cool stat by him. You ready? I think I said it before. Barry Bonds once reached base safely more times in one season than he had registered at bats.
Can I say something
'Cause
about
he was
Barry
walked so
Can I say
much.
something about Barry Bonds?
Wait,
Holy crap!
that
No, he's
reference
right.
real quick.
I'm stupid. He was a 7-time MVP.
Yeah, all right, I believe it.
I'll say
Barry Bonds.
I'll say it real quick. If he had,
what I'm
there's
saying.
no other player to ever do this. If you were to take away his 7 MVP seasons, he would still have 400 home runs and 300 stolen bases.
I did see that. Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, I've actually never
that's
heard
still a
that
Hall of
stat
Fame
before.
career.
Aaron
Who would have thought they would be telling me a new baseball stat?
All right,
Go
Aaron
ahead.
Judge. Aaron Judge.
All right, you got to spin it to Aaron Judge.
What he's doing is better than anything Bonds ever did. And this is
No,
what I'll
it's
say.
not. No, it's not.
This is what I'll say because people are like, "Oh, he still got to hit the ball. Still got to hit the ball. Oh, his on base percentage just took all those walks." You want to know why he fucking took so many walks?
Because they intentionally walked him.
Because he intentionally walked him, and then when he wasn't getting intentionally walked, he was getting pitches in the dirt and unhittable fucking pitches.
Who are we talking about?
Yeah, because they're
Barry
that
Bonds.
afraid of him.
Yeah, because they're that afraid of him. That's why they did it.
Hold on.
Aaron Judge
keep
gets,
going.
Aaron Judge gets intentionally walked all the fucking time too.
Barry,
His stats are pretty much similar.
but Barry Bonds is a little more crazy because Barry Bonds has been intentionally walked more in his career than like 2
That
franchises.
was back when pitchers fucking suck too.
But I'm just
Gary
saying.
Wood?
Okay, like this is one of those
that was
situations
back when
where
guys were
this
when
is
someone would throw 98. And be
this
like,
is
oh my God.
like if you told me Aaron Judge, yeah, like if he's on pace to do, like is on pace more impressive, like yeah, okay, but it's just because he hasn't gotten to the point of doing it as long as Barry Bonds has done it.
Aaron Judge would be,
That's all
Aaron
I'm
Judge
saying.
would be on pace to win 4 MVPs in a row
Yeah.
if the Dodgers wall was fixed in time.
On pace, this guy saw that tweet.
If the
On
Dodgers
pace is
got their
great.
maintenance done 2 weeks prior and it never got delayed, Aaron Judge would be on pace for his 4th.
That's
MVP.
on pace is great, but I'm just saying, like, it's just the fact that Barry Bonds already did it and Aaron Judge hasn't done it yet. That's why I say Barry Bonds still at this moment is the greatest hitter of all time. Also,
Yeah, and
And that's not what we're talking. That wasn't what we're talking. I'm saying what Aaron Judge is doing right now is better than anything Bonds did. I'm talking about all the time.
oh no, I still say no.
I don't know,
Okay,
man.
okay.
70 home runs still.
Okay, well, Aaron Judge is on pace for like 68.
That ain't 70.
Not 70.
Okay,
That's
pitchers-
that's true. He's right.
You guys, I know your guys' mush brains aren't gonna acknowledge this, but the pitchers we're fucking seeing today, even though Barry Bonds played until 2007, nothing compared to those fucking bums that they were throwing.
Oh, they're
back
better now. I agree, but
Yeah.
I'm just it's just incredible.
Pitching. 100 times better pitching.
I don't know because back then they had the
Judge is 100 times.
they had the
What do you
Dragon
think?
Ghost Fork back then. We don't have that today
That
anymore.
was-
Vulcan change.
The Vulcan change. I remember that one. We're gonna start that conversation again of what. Stop changing the name of fucking pitches. It's not a Vulcan change. It's a changeup. Shut up.
Yeah,
Shut
he was,
the
he, was
fuck
still, he
up.
was still going against Randy in the same division.
I do think.
A guy who was only known for throwing.
No,
super
Aaron
hard
Judge.
ball.
Grant. I watched Barry Bonds.
And back then, that was enough to get the shitty guys out.
I watched Barry Bonds when I was 7. I'm watching Aaron Judge now. I see Barry Bonds in my mind as more impressive. Like literally to me is just because when I watched him, also just looking at like full career stats, like I just will always see.
See, that wasn't what I was saying.
I know, and that's what
No,
I
duh.
literally
If
agreed
Aaron-
with you.
if
I
Aaron
agree
Judge-
with you. I said the
if
on-pace
Aaron
stuff is
Judge-
more impressive. I
If
agree
Aaron
with
Judge
you.
starts slowing down and then juices the fuck out of himself, I bet they had the same career.
That's the thing, though. Bonds wasn't slowing down.
Yeah, he was just getting better already.
Bonds still would have been a Hall of Famer without
stayed,
the juice.
He started hot, stayed hot.
I actually
He
heard-
started to slow down, like literally, like he started to get older, and that's
No,
when the juicing picked up.
I don't know if this is true or not, but it's like a what's the word?
Mas?
It's like an alleged quote from like Bond's mistress or something.
Oh, fuck. Nah, he's definitely better than Judge, dude. You just hear how that started?
But
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not saying this is actually true. I don't know if this is actually true or not. But apparently, like Bonds was watching a day game of the Cubs while he was like waiting for his night game or whatever, and saw Sammy doing Sammy's thing, and knew that Sammy was probably juicing or whatever, and realized, you know what, I'm gonna do that too because he's hitting the ball like 800 feet or whatever, and I kind of want to do that too, so I'm gonna start juicing. I don't know if that's true or not, but no, I definitely do not think he was slowing down at all.
When did he join the league? Like 91 or something?
86 actually.
Oh shit! What
86, jeez.
You know what the thing too, like, because I'm a big, especially in the MLB, I'm a big career guy. This is how good you are, and you're like when I put you up against the goats and stuff like that. What's gonna fuck Aaron Judge for that kind of mindset is the fact that what did we say? What was he a rookie again?
27.
Yeah, that's like he was, and he's 31. Like it's just such unfortunate.
Longevity.
Just like and then
33.
the fact that he just ran into a wall and died. Like just the longevity's not gonna be there.
Actually, no.
Ran into a wall and died is crazy.
That video was so funny.
Any large athlete who fucking
He's a
is in that
giraffe, dude.
situation.
He's a giraffe.
Wait. What year was this?
What?
When he ran in the wall, like
Yeah.
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
You don't remember? He like fucking shattered his toe or something like that.
Yeah, he fucking destroyed his toe because
Oh,
the wall
okay.
just
Oh,
gave
yeah.
out.
You know what I
He only
hate,
played 106
dude?
games, yeah.
You know what I hate, dude? How valuable toes are, and how fucking
Well,
literally,
in baseball, because
like,
the
dude,
way
it matters,
twists,
dude. Oh my god.
Actually, I will say in Judge's defense, as far as like the career conversation, and this is obviously true for a lot of players in today's game. Something that's gonna hurt a lot of like career accolades was the COVID season.
fair, but also one thing I randomly thought of too. I'm going to point out, Judge would have been one of less than 5 guys to win MVP in his rookie year if Jose Altuve was not doing what should have been viewed as the most illegal thing in baseball history.
So illegal.
Yeah.
And even while doing that, Aaron Judge barely lost.
I think everybody in this room resents the Astros
okay,
greatly.
if Shoeless Joe and I think they are gonna put him in because otherwise, why reinstate them? If
Evan, I agree with you
No.
about everything you said. It's just so long ago. I don't fucking know.
I don't
okay, that's fair.
fucking
No,
care.
I was gonna say if for
That's-
whatever reason,
took the words right out of my mouth.
I know.
Pre Jackie Robinson means nothing to me.
But anyway, if for whatever reason those guys still get left out, then is it fair to say Jose Altuve should never get in?
But I didn't know this. I learned this with the Pete Rose stuff. Is the only way you don't get into the Hall of Fame is if you're on the MLB's ban list, and Altuve's not on it,
That's true. That is true.
so he'll get in.
Yeah.
A-Rod's not in though.
No, because he's so
He's not on the ban list.
no. So
but he's not in the Hall of Fame either.
it's a different situation. So basically,
Well, I guess I know because there are
basically
still old people
that
who are like
that era.
I don't like you.
Yeah, that era, and then with like how the writers are and how the MLB kind of dictates what the writers do, it's kind of more so. It's more of a gentleman's agreement that hey, we're not going to put them in, and we're not going to ban them, whatever, but we're not going to put them in. It's kind of like some dumbass stance that they have, And it's mainly, it's soft as baby shit.
I
It's soft as baby. The MLB voters, I don't know if you guys, they tweet their fucking votes.
I know.
They are bad.
You guys want to hear my quiz?
Yes.
Let's go.
I love these.
We don't have our brain here with us, so.
Seth don't know shit about this. You're not going to get anything.
No shit about boxing.
Is it going to be MLB?
I
Top
hope so.
NHL goal scorers since 2015.
Crap.
Top 15.
Oh, fuck.
Screw you.
All right, David Pastrnak. Alex Ovechkin.
Number 1.
Austin Matthews.
Number 2.
Connor McDavid.
Number 5.
Draisaitl.
Number 3. Top 5 already.
Did we say McKinnon?
No,
Nathan
McKinnon.
McKinnon.
Nikita Kucherov.
Number 9.
Artemi Panarin.
He's number 17.
Is Patrick Kane somehow on there?
14.
I was going to say him.
I
Jonathan Taves.
No.
don't think he lasted long enough.
Got sick too soon.
Long.
Alex
Real thing.
Alex DeBrincat.
No.
No, man.
Vladimir?
Tarasenko's not on the list.
Okay. Just because they played the
started
entire time,
thinking Marchand.
I gotta go either Marchand or Bergeron, just because they were there
Marchand
longer.
is 11.
Okay. Fuck it, I'm gonna toss another Bruin in there just for fuck of it. David Krejci.
No.
Damn it.
All the rest of them are still big names.
Jack Eichel.
Did we say Sid the Kid yet?
Nope. Number 7.
Evgeny Malkin.
No.
Evgeny Malkin's not on there? You're on crack, dude. That list is full of lies.
Oh, wait, did you say Austin Matthews?
I did.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
Tyler Sagan.
Steven Stamkos.
yes, number 8.
Tanner.
Jamie Benn, no way, but he's durable. Love Jamie Benn.
Matthew Tkachuk.
No. There's one guy that I don't, maybe you guys don't know, but I knew he wasn't. I don't know hockey that well.
Is Mitchell Marner on there?
It's actually Mitch Marner.
I was gonna say never heard someone say Mitchell.
That's what his NHL card said. So that's what I remember it as. I'm trying to think of just like fucking World Cup guys right now or Four Nations.
I'm just trying to go through teams in my head again.
Can't even give you fucking team hands, dude. I don't know hockey that well.
Who is like really good on Calgary?
Oh, just is
From Calgary.
he might have been on a different team at the point. Is Johnny Gaudreau on there?
That's who it was.
Yeah, he died.
Johnny was at Columbus for his whole career.
No, he was Calgary to start.
Yeah, 'cause doesn't
When they basically went full tank, they dumped
doesn't
him.
your brother Alex have a Flames jersey?
Um,
PK Subban. I'm just kidding. Duncan Keith.
shut the fuck up.
Patrick Sharp. I'm just kidding.
You guys still didn't get number 6. He's a bigger player.
Really?
Not big today.
Wait, like size or fame?
Like fame. Like in the late 20s.
Okay, are there
big?
any defensemen on this list? Because I haven't tried to think of one. Does it say their position?
Did you play for the Hawks? Blackhawks?
Nah, no team hints yet. No
Okay,
team.
also, what numbers are we missing so far?
Or at least
6, 12, 13, 15.
6, 12, 13, 15.
we're already down to 4.
Yeah, we kind of rattled those off pretty quick.
How many doing? Are we doing top 20?
15.
Oh, that makes sense.
Fuck, dude. Why is this so hard?
2 centers, 2 left wings.
Mark Stone.
No.
Anze Kopitar.
No.
Fuck.
I'm sweating.
2 centers, 2 wings. Vladimir Tarasenko.
No, you already said.
Oh, no. I don't know why I said yes. No, he's not on the list. Jamie Benn was 25, by the way.
Brady Shen. God, I feel like, and they're gonna be guys too. Like when Justin said before, we're like they're gonna be said, and I'm be like, ah.
I feel like this guy's not necessarily a goal scorer. He's more of a distributor, but I'm just going to throw a name out there. Jonathan Huberdeau.
No.
Gabriel Landeskog.
Oh.
One of them's I'm going to give a hint because I'm
Mikko Rantanen.
one of them was number 18.
Kale McCarr.
No. I'm going to give one hint because I'm disappointed. One of them's a Rangers legend.
Who's a Rangers legend?
Still playing.
Patrick Laine. I'm just kidding.
Adam Fox.
No.
I'm start going defense on you.
Crap.
Rangers legend.
Chris Kreider.
Yep.
Was not thinking.
Dude, he
of-
carried me in fantasy one year. I don't know if I won the chip, but he carried me 2.
I didn't know Chris Kreider was like that. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he's just always there. I don't know.
Always consistent. He's always been like the second, third best player.
Yeah. Braden Point.
No,
Roman
he's
Yoshi.
number 16.
Damn. So we basically got the top 20. I feel like
We always say we can't do it, and then we actually end up doing it.
No, well, fuck you. We can do top 20. You're missing 19 and 20, and 19 and 20 are easier than the other 3, in my opinion.
Jesus.
One of the guys is playing in a game we're currently watching.
What?
Oh, for Florida?
We'd said Matthew Tkachuk already.
Mitch Marner.
That's the only
I said Mitch Marner.
He's not on the team anymore, but I'm almost positive.
Maple Leafs.
Oh, William Nylander.
No.
He's not on either of them?
I'm sure he's not on the list.
Wow.
No, he's not.
Wow.
John Tavares.
Number 6.
There it is. He was a former Leaf.
That's not who I was talking about.
Really?
No.
It's number 37, something like that. I don't know.
Evan already said.
John Tavares is on the Leafs right now, so I guess there's
Wait, he is?
2 guys on the list.
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
So 12, 13, and then 19, 20.
Nick Foligno.
Rick Nash.
No. You guys aren't going to get 12.
Give us a hint for 12. 12 only.
Team?
Sure.
Fuck it.
No, not yet. I'll tell you, he's still playing, and he is in his prime. Maybe his peak.
I gotta look.
American or
Pretty American sounding name.
I'm doing it. I'm looking at the teams. I don't give a fuck. I can't think of all the teams.
Oh, I can see bio. Canada.
Dang.
What
Canadian, still playing.
That's the hardest guy. When I first
about
started-
Claude Giroux?
No. Kind of surprising there, too.
Cole Caulfield.
Wish. My favorite.
Mark Scheifele.
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, let's go.
Wait, is that 6?
Wait,
No, that's 12. That's the
were you saying he was a Leaf or a?
No.
He's a Jet.
No, I didn't give you guys a team hint for him.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's the one I said
I was
he's
thinking of
Hey,
John Tavares.
hey.
John Tavares is the other one.
I don't know how old he is. Kyle O'Connor? Or Kyle Connor?
not on the list.
Dang.
God, I'm trying to think. There's like one more Kings player that I'm trying to think of. I can't remember.
13, I'm surprised you guys have not gotten. Really surprised.
Oh,
Crap.
crap.
Defenseman in the
Jake Gensel.
No.
Dang.
That was a good
13 is probably one of the best players in the, I don't pay attention much, but I'd argue he's probably a top 10 player in the league right now.
Dang it.
Oliver Bjorkstrand.
No.
Fuck.
Fun fact, he plays on Eric. This isn't going to help. Played on Eric's favorite team growing up as a kid. Not the Blackhawks.
I don't know who Eric's favorite team growing up
Whoever
was.
had the coolest color.
I know, that's what. Fabius.
I don't know who has the coolest.
That's so like subjective.
No, it's fucking
Nah, there's
Okay, then
there's
the coolest colors.
the Ducks. I don't fucking know.
They got some pretty cool colors.
I think there's 2 teams in the NHL who have the best jerseys / colors. Way better than everyone else, in my opinion.
Fuck, dude. I'm getting into hint territory.
You guys want a hint for 13?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a few.
Are there any defensemen? That's all I want to know. Dude.
No, he's from Sweden.
That does nothing for me.
Bjorn Vlasic.
No,
He
but that's gonna be my
is
next creative player.
Elias Lindholm.
he is currently playing in these playoffs. No,
Elias Pettersson.
no. So he's from Sweden and he's still in the playoffs.
From Sweden, he's still in the playoffs. So
I lied. That's April 16th, not May 16th. He's not in the playoffs.
Andrei Svechnikov.
Ooh, that was good.
I'm sweating my ass off. I was a bitch in here.
Sam Acho.
No, but
Sebastian Aho.
no.
Oh, that's what I meant. Or are those two?
I think you're thinking of someone else.
I think I'm thinking of a football player. Oops.
Also, number 20 is.
Wait, did we only guess one Capitals player so far? I think we only said Ovi. They've got more.
That's the only one.
That's the only one on the
TJ
list.
Oshie.
That was exactly who I was thinking of.
I don't think.
I don't even think.
I think
I am so shocked you guys
he's a
did
World
that.
Cup legend because of the shootout. But that's it.
So shocked you guys have not gotten 13 yet.
Brock Nelson. No. Who else is an Islander?
No,
Matthew
Islanders.
Barzal.
You guys can keep saying teams, and I'll tell you yes or no. For the whole list, I'll tell you.
No, they're too young. They're too young. But Jack,
Yes.
who?
I can't.
Who'd you just say?
I
No, what'd you just say?
earlier
What'd you
when
just
I
say?
said he's
What'd you say?
playing.
Panthers.
You were when I said he's
know.
playing Fabius.
Oh, Sam Bennett.
No,
I can't think of his fucking.
no, you're so close. Ethan, you don't realize how close you are. Like,
Hey, not Jack Hughes.
halfway there.
Hey, not Jack Hughes.
He's been in the league for a
Okay.
long time.
You're
too. Like,
Ethan.
he's-
You're halfway there.
Sam Bennett. Samson.
No way you haven't.
Sam.
He's like their fucking
made
top 3 player.
Sam Kolchak. I don't know. I'm tossing
Oh
names
my
out there.
god.
Sam Reinhart.
Yes.
Fuck, dude, that kid took forever. Sam Reinhart, really?
He's 19.
Holy shit.
All right, what all do we need left now?
20 and 13. 13, I'm shocked you guys have not gotten still.
Wait, you said which one are you shocked?
13.
All right, then just give us a hint for 20. Because 20 could be a lot of people because, that cusp players.
20's a Ranger, and I'll give you that hint because
Nyquist.
he does not come to. I'm a Ranger fan, and he does not. When I think of the
Anders Lee.
best player, he does not even come to my mind.
He's still playing?
Adam Fox.
Or you said Adam Fox.
Lafreniere. Ranger. You said he's still playing?
Yes,
For the Rangers?
I believe so. I don't think we. I think he was one of the guys we cut loose at the deadline. Yeah, no, he finished the year with us.
Not Kane, not Tarasenko, not Panarin. Or I already said Panarin.
He
was
said
17.
Panarin.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
17.
The Kreider. Dude, who else do they have?
Al Horford for 3.
He's
We're
not-
up by fucking 18 right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's started.
And we're going to blow it. That's the fucking thing. We're going to blow it.
Crap. Rangers player. Oh.
It's taking a long fucking.
Does it start with Chris?
Yeah.
All right, what's the first? What's
Super foreign last name. If I give any hints on his name, it's gonna give it away.
Kovalchuk.
No, super fucking foreign.
Oh, that's good.
That's soup.
Not Nyquist.
Dude, he's one of the better players in the Rangers right now. Super foreign name.
I don't watch the Rangers.
Yeah.
I can't.
right.
It's funny. I was about to say his name. I can't even.
All right, let's go back to 13. Let's give it a little hinty there.
Give it, him for 13.
Do you want me to say the team?
Yeah,
I'll
say the
like
team.
Others.
Predators?
Matt Duchene. You already said that.
No,
I already said I said Roman Yossi.
I don't watch the Predators.
I don't either. But this is like I said.
only Predators
I
player I
know.
know.
Like
I
I
said
said,
is
with one of the
Stamkos.
I
best
don't know why I
players in the
kept thinking of
NHL.
Elias Pettersson and I keep thinking of Matt Duchene again. And I can't leave that. I can't leave it.
Just last year, he had 48 goals.
Fuck, dude. I can't
Crap.
think of it.
Oh, I'm surprised we haven't said him yet, but Kirill Kaprizov.
No,
Justin said no defenseman. Or no, he's a forward. What am I talking about? I was totally thinking of somebody else.
you guys are crazy.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
The only
Best player,
Predators
right
players
now.
The only Predators players I can think of that are there are Stamkos and Roman Yossi.
And Stamkos is like his shadow.
I know.
Stamkos is the guy I'm talking about. It's like shadow.
I can't think of any
insane.
I can't think of predators, dude. I'm sorry, maybe I don't like child predators. I'm taking a stance out
I hate
here.
to say it, but it's just because I'm not well versed in hockey. I might have to cave.
I feel like I can think of it. I just can't right now.
Philip Forsberg.
Oh, dang.
I'm pretty disappointed in myself.
That was crazy. You guys did not get that one.
I'm not disappointed in myself, but I know of him, yeah.
All right, and then number 20, just because we already gave up on 13, just give us 20.
Micah Zibanejad.
Oh, Mika Zibanejad. Yeah,
Micah Zibanejad.
I can't believe I didn't get that one either. Actually, that's a fucking.
That one might have been easier.
No,
than
I should have
Philip
gotten
Forsberg,
him.
yeah,
I
because
definitely know who that
He
is.
is kind of famous.
And he also has that greasy long hair, and he
Yep.
looks like he's a little bit of a terrorist.
Yeah, he does.
And
Oh,
He was a little sketchy looking at him.
No, that was a good quiz. That was good.
That was pretty good.
fuck, dude, I'm actually pretty upset with myself
So
right now.
I knew Ethan would know all those
I'm
guys,
pretty
no
upset with
matter
myself.
what,
feel like I rattled off like 14 of those, but all right. We're fine. We're fine.
Fabius even got one.
Fave got me one. He got me one.
Yeah.
2. Okay, big dog.
And then Justin was like, number 1 right there.
Come on, man.
All right, well, quick segue. I was almost going to use this as what's on my mind, but I knew we were going to talk about it. The NBA is once again rigged, specifically the draft lottery.
That shit is crazy, dude. Do you think Nico Harrison, like...
Hard to even deny it.
No, that's the only way that any of this makes sense.
Did you see who won the lottery?
Fucking Timberwolves.
The Mavericks, after they traded Luka. Now we're going to get Cooper Flag.
So I don't know if you've been, like, following, like, what people are saying. So here's the theory. I'm saying air quote theory because I honestly believe this to pretty much be true. So, you know how the Mavericks traded Luka to the Lakers in a bogus trade that made no sense at the time. Mm-hmm. So now the Mavericks win the lottery. They get what is most likely going to be a generational superstar in Cooper Flag. Mm-hmm. So the theory going around now is that the NBA, Adam Silver, went to Nico Harrison and said, hey, LeBron's going to be out of LA within the next couple of years. We need LA to have its next superstar and like now. So we need you to trade Luka to the Mavericks, but you're going to get Anthony Davis in return, who's, you know, if he stays healthy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, you're going to get Anthony Davis, maybe a pick or whatever. And we're gonna guarantee that you get Cooper Flag. So LA gets its next superstar, and you don't lose a generation.
I am the opposite of a conspiracy theorist. Like pretty much anytime somebody says like starts a conspiracy,
yeah, like I roll my eyes. I'm like, dude, not everything.
Shut the fuck up. You're stupid. This is getting ridiculous. Like the NBA has done this a lot of times.
Yeah,
a lot. You know. Like, hey, I'm happy the Bulls got Derrick Rose. Another instance, like that's fucking rigged. Like, there's so many times.
Okay, I have a theory.
Spurs getting Wemby, they did not have a top 5 chance at it, and they still got it.
I have a theory.
Real quick, I'm just gonna point out a stat. The Atlanta Hawks got the number 1 pick last year after having like a 1% chance. The Dallas Mavericks had 1.8. The odds of both of those happening back-to-back years was someone calculated it was like 0.05.
All right, let me hold on. Okay. Let me debunk that one a little bit too. Because so the NBA 3 years ago, they changed their system to stop teams from tanking. So basically they just spread the wealth. So they took your 20 or whatever it was % chance for if you were the worst team and dropped it down to like 13 or 12 or whatever it was, and they spread it out amongst everybody else. So it was like because they were trying to stop tanking and basically statistically almost getting the guarantee.
Because there were like 4 teams that had a 14%.
Yes. So now, though, instead of basically what it was before where the bottom, 10 teams in the lottery or 8 teams, whatever it is, instead of them having, their small percentage and like an overall combined percentage of one of them getting it being like 15, 20% chance, now one of those tiny percentage teams have almost a 35% chance of getting it. So it's actually going to be more common now that at least one of the 1% or 3% chance teams win the lottery. So my theory is that the NBA covered this whole thing up saying, oh, we're going to stop tanking because it basically was you get the worst record, you have a really, really good chance to get the number 1 pick. And basically what they were doing is saying, fuck these small market teams that can never get better. We're going to actually keep making these higher market, lower middle teams be able to get better. Because one of them has a higher percentage chance because it's just one injury year, one off year away from like the Sixers letting the 3rd overall pick, shit like that. So
wait, so that's your theory?
That's my theory.
The Warriors getting the number 2 pick in the dynasty.
They hit it.
Granted, they blew it on James Wiseman, but still.
They hid the fucking.
That's another.
They hid them building the higher market teams in a little ploy to make it seem like they were helping, stopping tanking. But really, all they did was just make it so okay, we'll lower their odds or we'll spread the odds. But really, they're just adding in more teams to the pool that already have a good cornerstone around them.
And they're disguised even less because the next closest team to get it would have been the Spurs. Could you imagine Wemby and Cooper Flag and Steven Castle?
Well, you guys want to know what's really awesome about this draft is that the Spurs got number 2.
No, exactly. So they
now Dylan Harper, you're a Milwaukee Buck.
What did they get?
Oh, wait. Do you think they're going to do a big trade for Giannis?
Yes.
Really?
Dylan Harper,
I saw someone say
3 more first rounders, Devin Vassell and Stephon Castle for Giannis.
I saw someone say Cooper
I'd say-
Flag for Giannis
too.
straight up.
Fuck no.
I saw someone say that.
Like, fuck no.
Yeah,
Whoever's
or
getting
Nico,
Cooper,
Nico
fuck
Harrison
no,
would
whoever's-
get fired after that.
fuck no. Whoever's getting Cooper Flag should say fuck no.
No,
Cooper
exactly.
Flag to
exactly.
the Cooper Flag to the Bucks for
Yeah,
Giannis.
and
Yeah, the
Nico
Mavericks should
Harrison
say-
I
should
saw
say
someone
no.
say that.
Nico Harrison should say go fuck yourself.
That-
Milwaukee.
no, don't.
I wonder if it was a Buck. I
Actually,
didn't
that-
look at the person's Twitter. It
If
would've
that
been
happened,
awesome
then
as
I'd
a
be like,
Bucks
okay,
fan.
never mind. The NBA is not rigged. Nico Harrison is just that stupid in
Nico
that.
Harrison's just dumb as fuck. Yeah. If,
But-
if they don't use it on Cooper Flag, it'd be like, all right, this guy's
my
just
gosh.
a dumb fucker.
God
Draft-
damn,
draft
I
Von-
fucking
draft
hate the
Vontae
NBA.
Mack.
You know what? Also, like the worst, like
Get
part
all
of
those picks back.
the worst part of all this. At
And I
least,
want David G.D. Putney.
I think the NBA draft is useless outside of the lottery. I mean, like 1 or 2 teams get a player that becomes reliable.
That's what
For
I'm
more
saying.
than
Like,
3
I always
years.
laugh when they're like, Bulls have had like lottery picks where like drafting like 14th.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm sorry, this is
But
not a
now-
lottery. And
now-
honestly, and maybe it's because I'm a Bulls fan, and like even when we had like the 7th overall pick 3 years in a row, anything outside top 6
Yeah.
is bogus because we obviously can't.
2 years ago, the class was good.
No,
And
yeah.
I still have hope for the
That's
Celtics.
easy.
I still have hope, but it's like with Tatum blowing out his Achilles. Now we're gonna literally
won't,
have
like, he won't
if
be
we
back until
if we
playoffs
and
at
if we
the earliest.
and if we lose this series, then we're gonna have the 5th lowest pick, and
10, 11 months.
and then and we're gonna have to wait for Tatum to come back, and we're also probably gonna deal one of our stars. Like this is ass, dude. God
Although
damn.
in the NBA, when players are out for the whole year, if you come out for the season, don't you save money?
You save money, but we're already
Maybe
in the
keep
luxury.
Jaylen Brown.
We're already in the luxury tax.
You guys got rich owners.
We just got new owners, which is also what's making it weird because he just bought the team and it doesn't finalize till this offseason.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come in and get some of his money off the book.
You know, okay, I love the Celtics. Like I say, I love them, but I also like, I know Justin says fake fan, but I don't watch to the playoffs.
Celtics.
I don't watch to the playoffs. I keep track of them on my phone.
He's a
throughout the year.
misgen Celtics.
So
fan.
this is like, I keep track of them more though, still. But I don't watch.
Misgen keeps track on her phone.
Yeah, I don't watch to
But
the
then
playoffs.
when the playoffs rolls around,
I think maybe I
she
follow
swears
more.
she was a super
Yeah.
fan all year.
I
Like
think.
for the Cubs.
oh yeah.
Oh no, I admit it though.
Hey, she does put that W flag.
I ain't
out.
lying, dude. I do not
'Cause
watch
Alex
the
got
regular.
it for her for her birthday one
Yeah.
year.
I don't watch the regular season like at all. Fuck the but that's what my whole point was. Like I feel the strength of my love in my heart for him. But if I did pick one of my 4 major favorite teams for this to happen to, it would be the Celtics. Like it's just don't get. I fucking hate the NBA
Also, I was
so
going to
much.
say about the NBA too. So I usually die on a hill for Russell Westbrook. So these last 2 games, they've lost by single digits. And it has solely been Russell Westbrook's fault.
Hey, but he got them that big win though in one of the games.
He did. Like it has solely been Russell Westbrook's fault the last 2 nights, and I don't know what to say about it because like I saw
Too hyper.
2 games ago. Every player but 2. They lost by 6. Every player but 2 on the Nuggets finished with a positive plus minus.
Ooh.
Russell Westbrook had a negative 26.
That's just.
Like, dude,
And that was in a
usually
single-digit
the
game, you
second-
said?
Yes, a 6-1 game.
Oh fuck.
Like, dude, the second you walk on the court, you are hurting your team.
Oh my god.
And it sucks to see. Like you, like
It's just
usually come playoff time, like that's Russ's time to like,
yeah.
especially with like the energy and everything. But
Ever since he lost his jumper, though, he's been bad in the playoffs.
But it's funny you say like not watching NBA during the regular season because obviously especially with the Bulls being terrible, I'm the same way. But like in general, I don't know if this is gonna be weird to say. You guys probably aren't gonna agree with this, but like as far as like I don't want to say the season's too long, but like as far as like games not really having like much of like meaning or like like they don't like take like an emotional toll on me or whatever. Even though
This will still take an emotional toll on me. I do want to put that out there.
well, no, I'm saying regular season. Like if the Bulls lose a heartbreak in the regular season, it does way less to me than like the Cubs losing on like a walk off in a 162 game.
Oh
season.
yeah,
Isn't that weird?
If the
Yeah, no,
When
it's
the
crazy
Yankees
how
lost-
much Javier Baez's walk
So,
off last night
last
just
night-
killed my soul.
So last night, this kind of funny story about that. The Yankees were playing in Seattle, like 9 o'clock start time. I went to bed, checked the game. I saw that so Max Fried, at the season
having
ended
a
right now,
phenomenal
the
season.
season ended right now, he's a Cy Young.
Yes.
He should be 10-0. He should be on pace for the most wins ever. He has had 4 games where he gets no decision, even though he gives up 0 earned runs.
Oh, poor bastard.
It's like DeGrom that one year.
So I woke up at like 2 a.m. to see that happened again, and that we lost in the 12th inning 2-1, and I didn't go back to bed from 2:30 until 4 because it was all I could think about.
We did put on Colston Loveland highlights, and then right after we put on Tyler
God,
Warren
hilarious.
highlights. It is crazy how
you guys should do
Tyler
this
Warren's highlights.
Watch them back to back. Watch them back to back.
Both posted by CBS.
Same company too. Yep.
The Colston Loveland highlight was like 4.5 minutes. The Tyler Warren highlight was like 14 minutes.
CBS
And it was career highlights, and Colston Loveland, like half of his highlights were block and
than
release.
half.
We're block and release.
block and release.
We're block and releases, which in college football, you block and release, you're getting a catch.
Okay.
And then
So half of them were block and release. 75% of them was completely blown coverage.
or screens.
Yeah, or screens,
And then
yeah.
Tyler Warren switched to his, and he was like playing quarterback,
Mossing
people. Like,
three defenders on him. He's just yanking
it
the ball.
was
in the air.
fucking crazy. And I'm not like, I'm knocking on Colston Loveland right now, or not him. I'm sorry, that pick. I'm really knocking on that pick because just watching that, like, I was trying to do some teach tape. Like, I was gonna be like, all right, look at this. This is what happened. This is why I got there. But I didn't even need to do it. The fucking video did it for me. It was fucking incredible.
It was a rough watch.
It was so funny. And then I just want to, you know what made me really realize was, because I always knew Tyler Warren was great, especially watching him in the college football playoff. But, oh my God, Tyler Warren is so fucking good. He is so good. And I think he's going to be an all-pro in 2 years.
I agree.
He's so good.
Colts figure out their QB situation by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, what's his name?
Danny Dimes.
I'm trying to think. There's been tight end success in the league with poor QB play because tight ends are always a
Yes,
great
QB
option when you don't have a great
option.
You don't have a great QB.
I'm saying this with half sass, half like actual curiosity. Name one.
Name one.
Tight end, Darren Waller.
I was gonna say Eric Ebron actually had a really good year with bad QB play.
Darren Waller was a top 5 tight end in the league with barely top 15
Who's
QB
that
play.
fucking super freak?
I mean,
that
yeah,
went
if
to
you're
Virginia
a
Tech?
bone target, or
Went to
whatever,
Virginia
but I mean,
Tech.
Yeah.
He still had a very short-lived prime.
remember.
Do you want that for
Gotta
Tyler
be
Warren?
Feel like
Virginia
he was a
Tech?
Pro Bowler for 1 year with Devontae Adams on the team and Hunter Renfrow.
Remember?
Virginia Tech.
I don't know.
Jeremy Shockey
I
did it
think
with
he was
Lag.
like 2 on and up. But okay,
Jeremy Shockey did it with mids QB
then
play.
Let me put it this way: if Tyler Warren's career turns out to be Darren Waller's career, is he not kind of a
Well,
Martellus Bennett.
Okay. First of all, I
No, okay,
So-
okay.
so-
hold on.
no, you hold on.
I will let you make
You
your point.
hold
I just
on.
want to say something here real quick.
I'm a Cutler
Jay
stan.
Cutler was a decent quarterback.
I'm a Cutler
He was.
decent.
Go ahead.
I'm a Cutler stan.
You
all right?
just compared Tyler Warren. Oh, you want him to have Darren Waller's career? I don't think that Tyler Warren, a born and raised kid on the farm, is gonna marry a WNBA superstar, get addicted to multiple drugs, get divorced by said WNBA superstar
for cheating.
and then become a rapper. I don't think that'll be Tyler Warren's career line.
Hey,
so
actually, that might be exactly what happens because, like you said, he's from the farm. He gets a little taste of that city life. He's like, yeah, this is what
I'm a rapper now.
I watched the Colts rookies introduce themselves to the team, and I love when I watch the rookies introduce themselves, and especially like Tyler
did
Warren.
Hunter Wohler
and
so dirty.
they name. I don't remember his part.
They didn't
but
even do it.
They didn't even do it. Okay, that's probably I don't remember it. But Tyler Warren says his. And then it's like, I have never fucking heard of that in my entire goddamn life.
Yeah, like
I love when I have no idea what the town is.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, because like a lot of the top draft picks at least are usually areas you've heard of before.
Yeah.
But holy fuck! Also, the Celtics are up by 23 right now.
Florida's
With
up
7
6-0.
minutes left. What have they scored? 5 and 6.
They scored like in the last 5 minutes.
Oh my god!
All right, well, let's wrap up real quick.
Yeah, let's wrap up.
Wait.
No way.
Oh my gosh! Wait
We're
for
not
what?
doing NFL schedule release.
You're up by 23.
Last thing I want to say before we're done is the NFL schedule release. How are you going to release? That's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Schedule release. Like, hey guys, we're gonna announce schedule here. Oh wait, we're gonna make it a 1 week event where we give you one game at a time. Nobody gives a fuck.
And of course, they had to announce that when they were releasing it during the Bears pick.
Yeah.
Playing on my anxiety.
Dude, that's so bad. Also, you're playing in Europe again. Congrats.
I know. I like
Yeah.
because then I get to wake up early in the. I'm an early.
I think
guy.
the game started at what, 8:30
8:30 or 9:30, like 9. So it depends what country they're in.
Yeah.
Usually
They
around,
set them all at the same time this year
Usually-
to help with the time to help with the flow.
I thought they usually. They
All,
started
I'm pretty
at
sure
like
all of
8
them.
to
I'm
9:30.
pretty sure all of them said 9:30 Eastern time.
Damn, that's interesting.
But
that means in some
it's
countries
Spain,
they're
Germany, and
probably some
England.
Weird times.
But honestly, yeah, they should just release it. Just send out a graphic. The only team that should be able to do a schedule release video is the Tennessee Titans because the only one
That was
who's
hilarious.
actually as funny. And
Yeah.
they like, especially because they did it 2 years in a row and both years were funny. Like it wasn't like
Also,
too repetitive.
we already like literally as soon as the season ends, you already know what teams you're playing because of like how the NFL. I love how they do that.
Yeah.
You play your division, obviously, and then you play a certain caliber of teams, and then you alternate which opponent division you play, and then you alternate which conference division you play, and then like that's it. And that's great because it sets the schedule up. So like we already know who we're playing. Just tell us the fucking schedule. Like don't make like okay, who gives a fuck if I watch the Patriots get blown out at 3:25 versus noon? Who gives a fuck, dude? Like I don't give a
Honestly.
shit.
All right. Let's wrap this up.
Anyone got anything else they want to get off their chest before we
Babe?
finish?
Not a thing.
All right, well.
Viagra commercial. Anybody need to talk about something?
We completely forgot to say it is Wednesday,
Yeah, put
May
this at the beginning
14th.
of the fucking.
It
Yeah.
is Wednesday, May 14th. This is episode 18 of the What's on Your Mind podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
18. That's my favorite number.
Can't believe we made it.
Cares.
This far. I did not think we would do 18.
Almost triple digits.
What did Fabe
No,
say?
there-
Are we at the 10 episode mark of what Fabe said? Remember Fabe said 10 more episodes. We're famous.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Almost there, dude.
Almost there.
I mean, shout out.
Hey, the TikTok and Reels have been getting a little more traction.
yeah.
And we did shoot up in subscribers.
We did shoot up heroin too.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
Charge.
We love you.
All right. Go
Bless America.
Celtics. Go Celtics. Go Celtics. Snipe